McCoy from Hard to Attain. Shout out to Chakelet 360.
But I had a show, and I talked about everybody that day.
Hey, Woo, real quick, let me ask you this. How you feel about them food boxes instead of them food stamps? You heard about that?
What is the food boxes? Tell me about this. I want some.
Before you can.
Look, I said I want some.
You ain't sure yet. I don't know about you.
Oh,
you gotta listen first.
Yeah, before you came, we was talking about Trump. He trying to make it where instead of people getting the food stamps, they just get a food box delivered to their house.
Oh Lord, he trying to bring back like the government cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
It did not melt good. I don't care what nobody say.
Yo,
you had to slice that shit real thin.
Yeah, but y'all tell you,
the butter was good though. The butter.
But when you got it to melt, the grilled cheese was the best ever made with that black
and
cheese.
the butter, because you need butter for the grilled cheese too. Right. That butter was lit.
That block of butter was.
Yeah. I was waiting on that. Like, where? All right, y'all do the cheese. Y'all slice that cheese for me. But let me get that butter though. Y'all keep that peanut butter in the can. I ain't never like peanut butter.
Oh my God.
That peanut butter was hard.
I'm not adding water to no powdered milk. I'm not doing that.
And the eggs, the powdered eggs, that shit was hard.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that. I wasn't old enough to cook. I could make me a grilled cheese with them things right there. Like, all right, let's just somebody.
That's crazy. They trying to deliver a
box of food.
We can't meet.
I ain't gonna lie, there's somebody macaroni and cheese probably lit with that shit.
Like we astronauts or something. Don't nobody want that.
Exactly.
They put raisins in there.
Cause they mad. They probably mad because you know they be behind.
Let me tell you.
Right.
I have found out the hard way what we can't do no more this year with the card.
What?
Me and my girl, we tried to go and get some crabs.
Oh.
They holler. Oh, if you gonna use the food stamp card, you gonna have to get them either live or cold, because we not gonna stain them.
Well, that's been how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
You're not supposed to be able to get no cooked food. That's why you can get like
no hot food.
like no hot food. Yeah. You can get like a cold cut from a store. You can get a cold cut from the deli, but you can't get a cheesesteak.
Yo, I'm not getting ready to have no crabs in the backseat of my car hopping all around until I can get them to the pot.
No, you put them in the trunk, yo.
I don't care where they at. There better not be one get loose and then he just rolling. This blue crab is in my trunk, shorty. I don't know what to do about that. Somebody gonna have to help me out. All right, so that was our little segment. So it's good that you are able to enlighten us on that Towson situation, because before you came, we highlighted that, and I saw that there was a news story and they never really like clarified whether or not people were still able to get in there even after they did the shutdown and all of that. So if you're saying that there were prior screenings that didn't
it was a bunch of them. It was a bunch, and they gave us because they was giving away like free passes to see the movies, and every time I walked by one of them, they was like, did you get one? Nope. Movies on me, y'all. I'm taking a nigga on a day.
Excuse me, can I get one up off you? Because I want
I need a free.
No, come on. I'm trying to take my honeys out.
I only need one.
I'm taking my honeys.
You said they walked past you like 3-4 times. 3-4 times. Let me get one up off.
You trying to take my things? That's 2 people at a time. Gotta go on a date. I got several honeys.
Okay.
It's like, no, let me stop.
All right. Let me get one up off. So we had our first guest here, and that is Lil Corey. He was telling us about his H2O line. He's having a branding launch party tonight at Oxygen, Club Oxygen, where he will be joined by host Sonny Saucin, performance by Hayes Boy Smoke, and other birthday parties and launching of other brands. So it was just like a welcoming of people who wanted to launch their brands, celebrate their birthdays.
Network and stuff like that.
Word. So we got a couple of items that he brought. He brought a big old box, large selection, got flavors, shorty. He got the little belly cut joints where it's though my belly flat this time. Get me one. It ain't jiggly like you usually do. So I can pull it off this time. With my Timberlands, because you know I wear my Timberlands all the time. My cameraman called me Big Boo. I wear 5.5 for the rent. Let's before we get into all of the other stuff that we want to talk about, because we want to bring our entrepreneur back in on the mic, because there's other things that we want to kind of have him speak on. But before that, I just want to give a shout out for the festivities that we all were able to take part in last week when we went to the Flow weekend. Shout out to DJ Flow, shout out to Chad Focus, he was one of our guests. It was a really dope event. It was definitely for the kids. They had a lot of local celebrities, you know, on the teams playing the games, you know, people like, you know, who all was there, y'all? Like D Trinata, we had It's Tato, we had Tay Cobain, we had Lil Key, we had Javante.
Chino won there?
Yeah, Tato was there.
Chino.
No, he was supposed to be there, but I don't think he made it.
He wasn't there.
We had
Vontae, I saw him.
Light Show. It was a girl, J. Cole, that my cameraman made me aware of. She did a drop for us.
Sleepy. Oh, Sleepy.
It was a lot of people. What about the females? It was Raven Paris, of course, and
Willie Queen.
Willie
Queen.
Yeah, it was a lot of local.
Be More Princess.
Be More Princess. Yeah, DJ.
Yeah.
It was dope. I mean,
DJ Heat. She was there.
Yeah, she was on the team as well. It was just real litty. They was giving away like smart watches and hoverboards and, you know, like little razor bikes or something like that.
Yeah, they made sure the kids.
It was a little kid, a little kid that won $1,000. Yo, was like,
little was that?
It was only for kids.
It was a dance contest and she won. And they had a performance. I guess it was a halftime performance by Peso the Mafia. They had Damon Blue.
Wow.
That's what I saw. You know, Peso the Mafia and them performed at Coppin, and she was there. That little girl that won $1,000 from dancing.
Where?
She was performing on stage with the Money Man.
Oh, damn! She definitely was the Money Man that week.
I saw the video. I didn't know that was the same little girl.
Yeah,
that's what's up. She was rocking.
Well, we couldn't see it because everybody kind of hovered around her.
Oh, God. Speaking of Javante, though, when I was coming from my show, coming from Fort Washington on Valentine's Day, I went to that Royal Farms right across the street from the casino.
Okay.
So I'm in there. This little nigga coming there by himself with a hoodie on, buying hella snacks. I was like, "Is that Javante?" I was like, "Hey, champ." He looked. I said, "What you doing?" He was like, "Nothing. I'm trying to give me some." So he had a whole bunch. He was by himself buying hella snacks or whatever. I was like, I told him I had just seen him at the thing or whatever, and I told him I was coming from a show and stuff. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna be looking out for you. Yeah, look out for me, champ."
He had a couple little moves and stuff, so he was making some points.
Yeah, he was.
And shout out to Vontae, the comedian, talking about he got 40. He wasn't even 40 points on the board. You lying?
Right.
Talking about, he like, yeah, he got triple double. No, you didn't. I don't even time. So anyway, that was a dope event. We all went as a team. So Chakelet 360 was definitely in the building.
Nice.
We enjoyed that. Who in the Zoo Network, he definitely catches the best drops because he don't miss nothing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So he was able to maneuver. We caught a couple of dancers. The little, I think there's a drumming duo. They danced. Then it was like another little guy that was there. He just was catching everything. I was able to roll up on people that I was trying to see because they had owed me some information. And I got it. All right, so that's how I roll. But anyway, let's just keep it going with the topic. Let's bring that back, and let's, now that we have more people to the panel, we can get more insight on how they all feel about the topic.
I be having to read your topic. It's your complicated question.
No, baby,
you read it.
No, it ain't complicated. You'll know. Watch this. Yes, ma'am. It's the meme. Maybe people don't get it. Maybe the people that don't get it aren't supposed to. And the question associated with that is, what do you do when you realize that your belief system does not fit with your inner circle? So that's the initial question.
Oh, deuces. I can't deal. Well, see, I always been a person who did my own thing. Like, I've never been like a follower or whatever. And my circle is extremely small. So whoever in my circle supports me and support what I'm doing and believe in what I'm doing. But as far as if somebody, like, I don't like negative energy. Like, so for people who consistently negative, always got a bad story to tell, it's always something wrong, drama, I X them out immediately. I can't do it because I just don't like that energy. You always got something negative to say all the time. I can't deal with it. It messes with my zen in my mind because I'm an empath. Yes, because I'm an empath. So I'm a type of person.
Empath, me too.
Yeah, I said it wrong. Empath. I'm an empath though. I'm the type of person where I feel other people's emotion. If they going through something, like I'm 100% going through it with them.
Right.
So if you constantly got something going on and negative, it affects me. And then I can't be funny.
Right, so that
Nope.
actually, you kind of went into a lot of the other sub-questions, which was good, because one of those questions was, what does it take for you to disconnect from a bad connection? You already said that when it doesn't match your zen, you just deuces. So
Yeah,
that was
can't do
cool.
it.
And then another question is, do you feel like you have to compromise your point of view to prevent misunderstandings?
I don't think I ever have to compromise my point of view. I think I just have to explain it in a way where a person can understand it. But really, I don't care if you don't. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's on you. You missed it. I'm keeping it moving.
And I would say,
and I can agree to disagree.
right.
I would say, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I would say to a person, you know, well, I see how you feel this way. I feel this way. Nothing you're going to say is going to change my mind about how I feel, and nothing I'm going to say is going to change your mind about how you feel.
Right.
So we could just agree that that's your way, that's my way.
And there's always a thing called tone and delivery. For me, I feel like you can still say the same thing if you know how to like roll it out in a way.
Exactly.
You don't have to compromise what it is that you think or you feel, but you do gotta. I feel that I would consider, you know, the fact that maybe a direct approach is not the best way to do it, but you can still say the same things and just kind of like apply it a little more gently, but still keep those main points intact so that you can get your point across effectively like you need to.
Yeah. No, cause like just speaking to that, like a true story with me, like my past relationship, I wasn't doing comedy, wouldn't even never thought of doing comedy in that relationship. It was so dark, but he was a fun snatcher. Like he snatched fun out the air and ate it for snacks. I promise you.
Damn.
He was a fun snatcher, and I was not myself. Like I wasn't, like I would go to work and let out and be fun and play around. Like y'all have seen some of my videos that I'm posted on social media, how I used to joke and play all the time at work. Like that would be my time, but when I would come home, I would have to close all of that into a shell because he would just, you know, shit on it for real.
Wow.
So it's crazy, like, and I see now how much I've been able to spread over. Like, you never know what's going to happen with your life if you let go of certain negative things.
Wow.
And me letting go of that relationship put me in a position where I am now, doing comedy and doing everything that I'm doing. I would have never did that if I would stayed with him.
Wow. So like, I just would like to move that around the table. Like, let's get back to our guest, Lil Corey. So with you hearing all of that and those examples of anything, like, do you have like an example or a time that you can kind of, you know, use to illustrate the fact that you may have been in a situation that was seemingly negative and you knew just when to pull yourself out of it so that you could progress the way that you did?
Not really, but like it's like I see things before it come for real. Like, and I'm a people person, and I like to like I joke, laugh, and I play. You know, I love people, but you run me the wrong way, it's like I disconnect.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
pretty much everything that she was saying, though.
Right.
Okay. All right, let me see if I can get into this long. I think we have like a listener. I'm going to say a customer. A listener who was able to add something to our topic, and it's Shell Lion, Queen Lioness, and she always
That's
call
our
me-
girl.
Yeah, that's our resident main listener. So
Yes.
she said, that's deep, no, 100. First, if that's my inner circle, that's a problem. I try to establish that before they make it there. I am a very open-minded person. I never compromise my core beliefs, but I try to understand that even if I don't agree, people have different perspectives for their own reasons. It may be an opportunity to provide enlightenment. If it's straight ignorance, though, I'ma let them know with my words or my facial expressions quickly. If you're doing things to drain me or mess with my peace of mind repeatedly, disrespect or lack of trust, etc., you got to go. You know, that's true, and that's basically
real.
Yep, that's basically what you were saying, and I guess around the table. So, yeah, I can agree with that. I'm good.
You said baby?
I'm good with that though, because that definitely just it definitely keeps everybody, you know, accountable for how they see things, how they view things, and a lot of times, again, a misunderstanding can be worked out if you know how to properly communicate. Because I feel like a lot of misunderstandings are because of some people's lack to clearly communicate their emotions effectively, where it's not like, you know, some people don't know how to speak without cuss words or whatever, so everything that they say, and it just kind of comes out really rough and harsh because they are so bottled up with their feelings, because a lot of times they probably feel like people don't hear them out, and it's because they haven't learned how to properly communicate, like, and that communication, like, they could be right, but it's just the delivery and the tone and just the aggression that comes with it, and it's like, when you can learn how to like neutralize that, you can still make your point. You know, you can still say all that stuff you said, but just your approach sometimes can really like set the tone for how someone listens to you. And that's
think before you speak. Sometimes you just gotta think about how you gonna say it, and then you gotta think about people like. A lot of people weren't raised like you. A lot of people have different backgrounds and stuff like that, you know. And that's why I say, you know, I always talk about nature versus nurture. It's like, depending on how a person was raised, and you can find out a lot of people. So like when I'm dating guys and I talk to them, I try to find out what's their relationship with their mother
and their children.
Right. Like that'll show you a lot about how they want to be with you, and then sometimes you could just be like, okay, well, I see how you move, and I can make a decision whether or not I want to deal with it or I don't want to deal with it. But I'm not going to try to change you or try to say you wrong for being who you are. You are who you are because of the environment that you grew up in and how
your thought process is.
Exactly. So I'll definitely go through that, and I can make a decision to say, well, yeah, I don't really want to deal with that, or okay, maybe I can cope with it. Maybe I can teach it. Maybe I can let you see that there is a better way or a different way.
And when that doesn't work, then that's when you have to disconnect. Because I can say personally, in a lot of relationships that I've had in the past, they were relationships that I kind of had and held on to based on, you know, geographics. Like, oh, we grew up in the same hood, and you know, I knew them since we was in elementary school. That doesn't mean that they are a proper connection or a true friend to you. They just was in your environment for a generous amount of time, and as you look at the entire scope of the relationship, you realize they didn't really contribute anything nurturing or complimentary or supportive. It was more like, for me, I'll say in personal situations for myself, I feel like I had to fight to be me, or it was more like people, I tell people this a lot, like sometimes I feel like I was pushed to be the poster child for something somebody else wanted to do. So there's people who live vicariously through doing things to and for me, such as, you know, I lived in the project, I had long hair, so I'm going to the hairdresser every week. That's not a privilege everybody has. So I'm getting my hair pulled and tugged on because it's nice, long, and pretty. And that's not my fault. But I was ridiculed for that. I'm getting chased home from school and boys messing with me and all of that. And it's like, y'all trying to punish me for something that I have that I didn't think was a problem.
Not my fault.
But it's like, you think you all that. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, psh. And then, you know, you got people that'll be around you and they see the stuff you get and they try to compete with you. And then, oh, you only got it because you this and you that. And I'm like, come on, like it's... And then I never understood that. So a lot of times I find that in my later life, I had to like bring it in and try to like downplay myself a lot just so they could feel comfortable. So it's like, you know how...
have to do that.
Exactly. So you know how like, okay, 1 minute you can see me with my dress on and my makeup and, oh, that's you. And then I come here and I got my Timberlands on or whatever. And then be like, you know what I'm saying? And it's more like, I think I kind of took to this side of my personality more because it was more easier to adapt. But then outside of that, it's like, if I do what I really want to do, it's going to be a whole bunch of ridicule. So I realized that, like, probably in my later 20s.
Day and age of ridicule, especially with
it's like you can't do
everybody
nothing.
going to say something. Everything you do is going to be wrong. It's going to be a problem. Guess what? You regardless. It don't matter.
And then
do
it's
whatever
like,
you feel or whatever you want.
And then it's the people who say that they got character flaws that they don't want to correct.
Exactly.
So they cool, but I'm doing something wrong, but you don't see your flaws.
Most of the time when a person is criticizing you, it's because of their own personal stuff.
True. That's true, but I never worry about what the next person said. I always did me.
See, that's true, but then you gotta realize, like, too, I lived in a project building. Them apartments is stacked. You can't avoid it every day. You know what I'm saying? Like you jumping on the elevator,
Right.
and you gonna see all these people
No, I feel you.
in your travels. Like you know what I'm saying? I lived in the middle of the building.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, I know it happened. I'm just saying, but you need to like just.
No, I'm good.
Now and you gotta learn and you gotta grow through it. Like for me, I've always been too nice of a person.
That's what I feel like.
I'm a go with the flow type person, so people will take advantage of that. Like simple situations, like I could be with my homegirls and I'd be like, oh, I want tacos, and they'd be like, wow, we want seafood, and I'd be like, all right, cool, we can get seafood, you know.
See, and that's you compromising.
That's me all the time though. Like I'm like that consistently with people, but I think it's been people who have took advantage.
I'm like, well, I'm gonna get some fish tacos then.
Right.
We gonna make that.
And that's what I do, Crown. But you know, I've been in situations where people have took advantage of my niceness and of me just going with the flow and be cool. So they just like, oh well, yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter with her. It don't matter with she, cause she gonna go with whatever we say. You know what I'm saying? It's never a consideration, and that's been the issue for me in all relationships. You know, family, friends.
People?
Yes,
okay.
I have.
Me
like
too.
a childhood friend that I've been friend with for years, that I consistently let her have her way all the time, and then one time it popped off. I didn't do what she wanted me to do, and I just could. I was done. Like I was like, what? Like I've always been down and sacrificed and did whatever you asked.
And one time you go against
one
the grain.
time I went against it. Like you straight try. All right, I was like, I'm done. Okay,
Wow.
and I was, and we haven't been friends since then.
I bet you she peeping at your page.
I know, no, like we friends on social media and stuff like that, but we don't communicate like how we were. Like we were together every day, basically. But it was being together every day with me always consistently compromised.
Wow. Damn. So that was deep, y'all. So that's why I said like this topic is very universal. Everybody, I'm sure, could have like a story they could dredge up from their past where they realized they were faced with this type of opposition. And like you say, like Lex said, you can sometimes either just ignore it and grow past it, or just don't even entertain it in the first place.
Right.
But sometimes it's hard to like distinguish what it is because, you know, like as children, you don't have that sense of discernment. So you kind of like, you know, fall in and let it kind of happen, and then it snowballs and it becomes an issue where, like you said, it could, you know, pop off one day and it's like, you don't realize how selfish the person is until it's finally time for you to be heard and them to compromise and kind of let your thoughts in.
And then it's also, and like I said, it's also how you raised too. Like, I wasn't really raised in a situation to give me confidence. Like, and I'm gonna be real, like I've told my mother this before, like it was always, like it was never, you can have your own opinion. It was never that, like just, oh, be quiet, listen, do what I tell you to do. Don't listen to nothing else, just, you know, I was never put in a situation that really be felt that I had to I had to reprogram my thinking myself, completely by myself. And I put myself in a lot of situations where it wasn't people that would really like, you know, give me confidence and stuff like that. And I constantly put myself in those situations. And I realized it came from childhood. But like you can change and you can reprogram yourself. And that's what I had to do on my own, like with no help. With God. That was it.
Wow. So with that being said, let's go into a musical break. And we'll be back after this. So Lex, let's get a little mix popping off or whatever if you want. So we gonna do that. We gonna let them bless your ears with the mix. We gonna mix in some new with the old, and we'll be back after that. It's Chakelet 360 the basement. Yeah. It's by our Lex. That was DJ Lex. He did that for us, yo. He was getting us back in the early 2000s. So you don't know how far back or how
I
far
think
up we go to, you know what I'm saying, rock your eardrums out or whatever, because you know we merge all of the hip hop from the early to mid 90s all the way up to present. So that definitely was a reminiscent little mix. I got something out of that. We was listening to a couple of those songs and it just made us flash back to a couple of times back in the early 2000s where we, you know, had good experiences or whatever like that. So we always kind of like reminiscing the breaks. We are still waiting for a couple of panelists to come. We are also still joined by our first panelist, Lil Corey. He was here talking about his H2O, aka Hard to Obtain clothing line. He has this launch party tonight at Club Oxygen where there'll be several people there celebrating their launches and their birthdays. It'll be hosted by Sunny Saucin. Unfortunately, she was supposed to be here, but she wasn't able to make it, so we'll have to reschedule her. We're still waiting for our musical guest and our special guest to come in. And we also, around this time every week, we have a segment,
Yo, you ready?
our Real Talk specialist, trying to get him situated on the phone line. So, let's see if we can bring him in real quick. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
So we got our boy
Yes.
Shizzy TV Lit Podcast on the line. He came in on time, like he's supposed to. So
Hey, I got a good line this time.
what is it?
Oh,
No, his remember last time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got a good line this time. We can rap today.
Yeah, your line is stabilized at this time. Your linery is stable.
What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all?
what up, baby?
Good
What up with
shit.
it? What you got for us
I'm on
this
the
week,
I'm on my mega fatherly duties right now and shit. Well, I just make it up there. You feel me?
It's all
I already
good.
go birthday partying up with my young boy. So I ain't want nothing for real. I just want to holler at y'all. Y'all know I can't let a show go by without them hearing my voice on the joint. You hear me?
That's right.
You hear me?
Right.
We saw that you had like an earlier post during the week that we kind of like leaned you towards, so we just wanted to get your take on that. It was the Tyrese performance when he had the encounter with the member. What'd you get out of that?
Oh yeah, that was funny as shit though. I don't see how I ain't put that up. I don't see how Woo got to put that up before me. I was slipping this week.
You was slipping. I was like, wait a minute. I know. I straight had to tag you in it like, Shizzy, did you see this, bruh?
She threw me the alley-oop. She threw me the alley-oop
I
this
had
week.
to.
I missed it. What happened? I missed
So
it.
no, you seen the comment I put on there? He gave that little chick the motherfucking king from Kung Fu little push and shit.
Right.
Y'all used to watch that show back in the day. She gave my man the concentrated. He gave it a concentrated push, all power and shit. So I put the bitch back off the stage.
Right.
And shit.
He did. But she looked like the walking
She
dead
know.
coming up on him, though. That's what she did.
On some real shit. It was like he was wiping his face, and when he brought the rag down, it was just somebody right there. Like, that was just reflexes, so I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
Right.
He thought it probably was somebody running up on him and shit. He just was going crazy like 2 months ago and shit out his daughter and all that. People was writing crazy shit about my man.
from me?
That's what.
My man was on this slave cry shit last couple weeks ago.
All right. What's your thoughts about this recent Valentine's Day celebration or the history behind that? Because you definitely had dropped the Shizzy Lit podcast about that. So just get into like what your research was able to help you find on that topic.
Oh yeah. This was my man from back in the day, 3rd century type shit, right? And they was like barred from being married because soldiers, they didn't want the soldiers to have nothing to come back to so they can go all the way hard out there on the battlefield. So he banned marriage, and the dude, St. Valentine, he was marrying people behind his back. And he was like playing the guard for him and all that. You know how that go back in the day, they was not having that type shit. So they tortured my man, killed all shit out my man and all that. And they say that's the ultimate love when you give your life for something. So that's where all hearts and little red, pink and all that shit come from. You know, I did a little research. I ain't go super deep in it and all that, but, you know what I mean? I gave y'all the basics, the outline of the situation, so y'all can go and dig deep and find all the shit in the middle, you feel? I just gave y'all a quick summary, a summarized version, you know.
And I see that, you know,
and then hold on, since we talking about my post, right?
Right.
You know, niggas need to slap the shit out Quincy Jones. Niggas need to put their paws on that nigga, you feel me?
Quincy
You can't be
Jones
doing
played with
that to
him.
the niggas, man. If you was going to do it while they was alive and all that, don't do it while they did 20, 30 years and all that crazy type shit. Niggas ain't shit right now out here. He must need some attention. His records money ain't coming in like it's supposed to be or something. I don't know. Your boy OG Shitty Brown and always just give you that little insight. Y'all got to do your own research though. You feel me?
You just sparked the brain.
I take y'all to the water. Y'all got to sip it though. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you.
But yeah, man, I'm about to get my birthday party on. Shout out to all my people that 360 and shit. You can't see. Mix station. All right, get on up out of here.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Thanks for
It's all love.
Thanks for taking the time out of your day to make sure you got your segment in, and hopefully you'll be physically back with us at the table like you're supposed to next week.
Oh, we ain't having this phone shit 3 months long. You and me. I'm back. Your boy OG Quizzy Grizzle. I'm out this bitch. You dig?
Hey. All right, yo. Thanks for calling, yo.
Alright.
It's solid. If you can't be here, then we know, and we'll find a way to get y'all information like we always do around this time. So we just want to swing it around to our guest, because he decided to hang around the whole show, which was dope. I'm going to go over there and pick out the color that I want, because they got the little cut-off situation. I might probably go right on tonight with my Timberland. So when I attend this party here and watch him, launch his brand, I can be representing or whatever, trying to work out a little model deal situation. So y'all heard it first right here. I'm speaking with Boo, saying I'm speaking to it. This is like,
that's what you got.
all right. So let's just give him an opportunity to go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you. You said a couple of things earlier, so we just want to give you a chance to reiterate that. Start with your social media, though.
Okay, you can follow me at _Lord_Coy. Man, my fault. _Lord_Coy. Or you can DM me. I can deliver. Contact me with phone number or whatever.
What's your phone number?
Around 667-229-6406.
Okay. And so you say you be down like guerrilla style near the DTLR on Monument Street?
Posted up Monument Street.
So how often do you do that?
I be all day, every day, like from 9 in the morning till 7 at night. I'm out there all day.
I work up the street at Hopkins. I'm gonna come down there and press up on you about my big girl.
Alrighty, come through.
Okay.
And then I'm sure you be, grabbing something from Nacho Banger since you be in that little facility.
Yeah, Nacho Bangers, come check them out. You got Sunnyside, you got JJ still around.
Yeah.
Those are all black-owned businesses.
No, just 2 of them.
Okay, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right,
but
so
JJ so good, you gotta go.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, is there anything else anybody want to add in reference to our topic? Like T, I see you sitting here kind of quiet. You got anything else you want to say, or any other points that you want to make, as far as like with the? Because like I said, most of our conversation was about the festivities and the events surrounding the Black Panther movie premiere. So. Is there any other encounters that you heard about, or because like I said, I know that out of all of the Marvel movies, they said that this has got to be one of the most record-breaking ones.
This is the most record-breaking one. This actually did break all the records over all the movies before it even came out. So that's a plus on the Black Panther part. It's the African Prince. I know I'm going to see the movie. I don't know who else going to see it. I know I'm going to see Black Panther. I will be going probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll give y'all some pictures or whatever y'all see. Y'all can see it on my Instagram. But as far as other stories on Black Panther, I don't got too many. I
just read a couple of passages on Facebook, and I wouldn't call him a critic, but I know like a fellow movie director, he, may have more of a critical eye than other people because he makes his own films, and he said that it was a scene, and he didn't explain which scene he was talking about, but he said it was a scene that could have been done a little stronger. But what he did like about the movie the most was the general, which was the female of the army or
yes,
something.
I loved her. She was my favorite. I loved her in the movie. Like,
so were all of the women like bald in it? Did they all have bald head?
All of the army women were bald head, but she was like the general, and like she went so hard, and she was ride or die, okay. And then on this one part, she had this red dress on with that beautiful dark skin. Woo! She looked so good.
So you said they were wearing a lot of. So when you
lot of colors,
right?
A lot
so
of
when
beautiful
you went
colors.
to your early screening premiere or whatever that night, that Thursday night, did you have an opportunity to witness people there who did actually do the royal
Oh yeah, a lot of people had on African stuff and all that. Matter of fact, one of the girls who was part of the organization that started it, she even did like the dots on her face, like how they got the dots. She did her makeup like that. It looked real good. But yeah, it was dope. I got my and so because they was messing up with the movies, like they gave us like the free popcorn cup with the Black Panther on there, and they gave us a cup and a popcorn bucket. Yes, I'm keeping mine. I can't wait. I'm like, that's gonna be my new to-go cup.
How long was the movie? Was it long?
No, I don't know. It was so good. I can't even say that it was. It was about.
It was close.
It was
to
like
2
the
hours.
average, about 2 hours, close to 2 hours.
Because it seems like movies like that, you need longer than like the general hour and 30 minutes.
No, like yeah, but it was like close to 2 hours, and the good thing that I liked about it, it didn't have none of the other hit superheroes in it.
Right.
It was just about Black Panther.
Oh, so they didn't try
It
to
was
like merge?
all nope. It was one white person in the movie.
Just one.
Just one. Like how they do us.
Yeah.
It just be one of us. It
Did
was
he live
one.
or did he die?
No, he was rolling with him.
Oh yeah, they always got now. That's something I notice about Hollywood. They always got to incorporate that saving factor, white person in a movie that's like really,
Right.
black of the essence for the most part.
Now, Black Panther, what? I mean, when you just said it wasn't no other characters in there.
Yeah, 'cause
I
like,
mean,
you know
what
how-
group was he from? Like,
He part of the Marvel group. Like, they introduced him in what was it? The last Captain America was what he was
okay.
introduced in. He was
Alright.
introduced. So they
oh, he from that mob. Okay.
So they brought you back to that part or whatever. But see, basically, they was giving you the background on it from him from Wakanda before he even came and joined the regular world or whatever. So that part and the end part on Captain America was him coming into the real world, basically leaving Wakanda and coming to help the rest of the blacks in the regular world.
Wow.
So like that was it's deep. Like you really gotta watch it.
Yo, you making me feel like I gotta figure out something.
Yeah, like it's deep. Like it's so relevant to what's going on in the world right now. Like, but it's deep though. Like it.
I
It's
love
really
it
good.
already.
I'm trying to tell you, I cried. I'm a sucker.
cry.
I'm a sucker. I cried because it was beautiful. I cried. It was like real, like Lion King-ish in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like just, showing Africa and just the water and just the
Girl, I had to figure
colors.
something out. You making me
It
mad.
was beautiful. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
good, because we hardly ever get, praise, so I
Yeah.
guess this will be a good opportunity. And like I said, I like where it landed on the calendar as far as it being Black History Month and the birthday of Huey P. Newton, who was the original Black Panther leader in real life back in the 60s/70s. So, and something else I wanted to kind of bring to light, because that's definitely, did you see a lot of, children there? Like
Yeah, so that, like a part of this group, they actually had kids from 2 schools. What school was it? I can't remember. McDonough was one of them. I know.
They got black hair.
Yep. So it was all black kids, but they had like 2 white advisors that I was like, who's that? Who's
Oh, one
that?
of them had the hood on?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I was like, who's that? Who's that? They had to tell me. I was like, because, they get real out here. They be shooting up movie theaters. I had to watch out.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
Like, he's nervous. He moving around too much. I had to call him on the stage and said, come here.
All right, so I just want to give like an honorable nod to one of our recent guests. Shout out to the Dave. I was able to attend one of his events last night. It was his album listening party. He was on our show a few weeks before, say like less than a month ago, and he advanced us a couple of his songs that he actually performed last night. So we were here and we got him first. So I like Lex to find that drop for us, because since we have like the newness and all of that, you know what I'm saying, we was ahead of the game. You feel me? So what it was? What was it?
Oh, it was a.
This is a Chakelet 360's of basement. Exactly. So we got that exclusive music.
Let's
He
play it.
performed it real live. It was real live. It was lit. He had like a standing room only. It was a free event. I think he has like an EP and it was about 6 songs, so he pretty much performed them all. You know, it was like real high energy. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of reminds me of like that Nas type vibe. You know, the classic hip hop era. So it was dope to see him perform, and you know what I'm saying. So that was cool. So I guess with that honorable mention, like, can you cue up one of his songs?
Yeah, I got
so
it.
we can go into a break real quick. We're trying to give the musical guests a little more time to get here because they're, you know, on their way. So we just want to try to cushion it with this break, and hopefully, you know, when we come back, we can get into that because you know what we like to do at the end of the show. We like to drop them bars, and we need them here to do that. So we gonna try to get them here, but in the meantime,
If not, I'll go on the booth.
yeah, like we want to drop this is a resident panel. We gonna drop some bars. I had to go back in my
Y'all on your
little
own,
composition notebook because I used to
I
rap
got
back in the
y'all.
day. I don't know. I had to show y'all something real quick. Y'all think I just like this for nothing? It's like no. I
Like
got
you
you.
did at like you did at the event Monday.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Shout out to the guy that owns the station, Mix Station. He has a Mixed Monday event that takes place at Terra Cafe on St. Paul and 25th. And somehow, you know, it was an open mic or whatever. So he invited myself and Woo Woo to come along, and DJ Rebel, another DJ here at Mix Station, he was playing my beat. Here go my DJ like, yo, we playing your beat, which happened to be the paid in full instrumental. So I was like, well, good. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna go ahead and bang that out real quick. So I went up there, you know, recited the lyrics. I had the little crowd, you know, the crowd was lit, whatever. And then following after me, you know, Woo Woo made them laugh. So yeah, we definitely tag teamed on that. That was a dope event. So we gonna be going through there Monday, and just keep that in mind because other events will come up and we'll be hosting those. So let's just go into this break. We wanna get y'all into this D-Day and y'all will see what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and drop that for us.
It's the gunner SOE Mousy, and I'm rocking with Chakelet 360 the bass. So if you're not on the same page I'm on, I just gotta change the next chapter.
Right.
Okay. So is that easy to identify a lot of times, or do it take like a while for you to really peep it out?
A second, a split second. You
A
know,
split second.
if you ain't doing what I'm doing and walking where I'm walking and moving how I'm moving, that's in a second to know.
Right.
Word.
You gonna
That's
draw
what's
it
up.
out. This is rough right here. I ain't gonna draw it out and play.
Okay. Well, I would like to always use this as an opportunity to give you the chance to let us know if there's any upcoming. We know that you're about to drop the mixtape in any week or whatever coming up. But are there any performances, any videos that we need to look out for on YouTube or?
Yeah. I got a show thanks to Big Brother, Little Brother Manny on February 23rd at Diamonds. Sleep, we gonna be there. YG Tech, Little Brother, Big Brother gonna be there.
You got a ticket for me because I need to run.
Yeah, I got you. I definitely got you. Free tickets for everybody.
You know what I'm gonna do if I get there. All right. No, I know I do.
Videos. I just dropped the video Cancer. Last night or the other night. I just dropped Cancer, and I got another video Crippin' and Crabbing coming out. Well, that video shoot will be next.
That's
Friday,
one of the
so-
songs you sent us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Video shoot coming up soon, so you know if you looking for where you got to come out when you crab.
Okay.
Let's get into
All
that.
right, yeah, let's get into so introduce that for us one more
Yeah,
time.
that's Crippin' and Crab. It's on a radio play called Crippin' and Crab. I mean, it ain't, you know, you gonna hear it, you know. It ain't even like serious, but if you know what it is, you gonna know. So.
All right, so let's just bring that in. He told us that was an exclusive, so you know what you got.
All right, no, baby.
Yeah.
You ready?
All right, that's SOE Mouse. We about to bring that in. The
Yeah.
Chakelet 360 basement. You hear me?
Get it.
Touch your service and things. Young dummy, River Street over west. I will no longer be over east. Pal hand just became a new set. Ride past you all over the street.
That.
Must be crabbing, because I'm definitely ain't crabbing. All right, so that was SOE Mouse.
Pass though, you good.
Yeah. So yeah, that was dope, y'all.
Yeah,
Like
that shit
that was a
dope.
banger. We definitely gonna run that round.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
now-
definitely getting rotation.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if the DJ like it, then you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we know what the story was behind that. Very self-explanatory.
But real quick question, real quick. Who produced that joint? That joint, like the beat. I like
think
the
it was
beat.
Cash Money 8P if I'm not sure.
Okay, the
Them
beat.
boys
The
hot.
beat was dope. I like the way you
It
flowed on
was.
it. I like the words. I mean, everything was good. Like the hook.
Thank
Everything went together. It made sense. It was perfect. You know, I like that.
Thank
All right, so like I said, I see some evolution since the first time that I've met you. Like I said, when you was with Chop Johnson, because of course, you know, you clearly went in your own direction, and you know, I'm not sure why, but it doesn't matter. It's like you found your lane. You know what I'm saying? You have a couple of videos that I've seen on Instagram, because that's pretty much my research tool when I check for these artists. Don't forget to leave that ticket, because I'm gonna really need that.
I got it.
And because I'm definitely gonna come see you, and I'll support. I like to support the artists that come to our show anyway, and that's the ultimate level of
Okay,
support.
one
is to
more
show up.
time, drop the information about where the party and all
Yeah,
that.
It's at Diamonds on Liberty Road. I don't know the address offhand.
I know where it
Feed
is.
to you in a
Yeah,
couple minutes.
Diamonds
though.
Hall.
That's
Right.
way out there, but I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
All the way up.
And what's the date? What's the date for that?
February 23rd.
February.
All
Okay.
right, what's the time?
9 p.m. to 2 a.m.
And for people who want tickets, how much do those tickets cost?
The ticket's $25. You can holler at your boy. You know I'm gonna do right for you.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to come out and support.
That sounds like there's some
It's
food
nice.
involved.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah, that's
nice.
right. Because anything over $20, you got
The
to have
people that
some
put it
food.
together, Little Brother, Big Brother, they do their thing. They put it
Well,
together.
if you got something for 360, we in the building.
Yeah, I got something for 360.
We in the
I know y'all can come
building.
hold it down for us.
All right, so we're going to just keep it moving and get into your second song. So what was the second song that you sent for us?
The second song,
Different ways.
Different Ways, yeah. So the second song, Different Ways, that's what my man SOE Wise who in the building with me now.
Okay.
And I got my man Mookie in here with me, SOE Mookie, the gun dummies. I piece of the gun dummies anyway, you
That's
know.
right. That's right.
My brothers.
Y'all gonna blast on that microphone in the booth though, right? Both of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't bring the team in.
Spot.
Yeah. That's what we do here.
You know I'm gonna get in.
We puts the pressure on you.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, so we gonna get into that second song, and we gonna let this be the song that we use to.
Yeah, it's Different Ways featuring SOE Wise and County Boy Light. He couldn't make it today, but it's featuring County Boy Light and SOE Wise and myself. Different Ways.
Shout out to him, man.
Okay.
Shout out to County Boy Light.
All right, so when we get back on the mic, we'll have it where, you know, we probably can get into them bars, so the pressure is on. So whoever going after Mousy, y'all might as well go ahead and, you know, arrange that. But we gonna get into the song. Go ahead and drop that for us, man. Was definitely lit as well.
Yeah.
Trying to get that booth warmed up. So they can, you know, go ahead and bless our ears with the booth situation. So it look like they filing in there. So we gonna move over to the booth. We gonna make sure they situated first, and then we gonna transition into that. After that, we close out the show. You know what I mean? So we got what we need right now.
FNMFG, SOE, the big gun dummy. You heard me? Big old crip, nigga. You heard me? I don't even freestyle, but I'm gonna try to do my motherfucking thing a little bit. So if I fuck up, just ride with me and pay attention to what I did say. You heard me? Straight up. Wake up, stay woke. Listen. Big old crip, I smoke shit and kick ass. Plus I take care of my kids, go where I want with no pass. Ain't nobody gonna play with shit, real niggas admit that yo drag. You wear them shoes and they don't fit out here, I give out toe tags. I'm a man, do what I want, you can't do what you want, no doubt. You like Randall in recess, I'm Vince LaSalle, I got that clout. I put work in like an application, you just run your mouth. I seen crazy crips that love to scrape shit all up in your house, but I be cool and niggas wildin'. Violence ain't what it's all about. Step telling your moves and start foxing. Silence is what it's all about. Listen, niggas be talking that fly shit, but living out they mother basement. I'm walking money down like Jason. Freddy Krueger with the razor. I get the yellow fish and shave it, and cook it in the whip amazing. These plays ain't got no fucking patience. They hate waiting, so I make them. Like Flavor Flav, I got the flavor, and I ain't never need a favor. These niggas say they never hating. When it's get this paper, I'ma make them. If I said it, I meant it, little nigga. I ain't with the back and forth for more than a man. I'm a daddy, so I don't play around with nobody kids. I'm on porches with cannons. Crack an egg and watch it scramble. Look, brain fragments on the sandals. My fucking dog turned snake. First time I ever seen magic.
Damn.
Straight up.
Straight up.
FNMFG, so we in the booth, something slight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talk that shit over here.
Yeah.
Talk that shit over here. Talk
Gang
that shit over
nigga,
here.
bang shit, straight up.
Yeah.
Gun gang, insane. You heard me?
Yeah.
Listen, look, I told him I'm bout jacking, never been a fucking bum. You out trapping, nigga, be the one I take it from. I put that platinum in your mouth, and I ain't talking grills. Rugers, Lugers, Glock 40 choppers with banana peels. For killers, gorillas, lion, tigers, and bears. Jasmine Sullivan busted out your windows, I met your head. Listen, shit real when it's easy to get killed. Fuck a doctor, you gon' need Peter pop off to get healed. Cause when they pop off that wrist, it gon' get spilled. I got the juice and don't need no bishop to get still. Listen, I holler at that nigga wise like where them hammers at. Then I don't give a fuck, I'm killing you where them cameras at. then I don't give a fuck, it is what it is. Attitude I carry with me got you scared as a bitch. See, I had some beef with some niggas who ain't wanted with me. Shot my nigga in his leg as we was running the streets. Everybody know we had them fucking pistols for days. Choppers banging on your block sound like a missile grenade. A nigga might not get you that day, but you gon' get it. Believe me, they find your fucking body where the pools and the trees be. Nicki Minaj ass nigga in the face. Look, snake ass nigga. Nicki Minaj, I say fake ass nigga. Picture I hit your face, said a break fast nigga, and not that food in the morning. I'm talking out of breath, hot and high.
Hot and high.
FNMFGSOA. Yeah. The gun dummy.
Who said the gun dummy?
I was looking for my intern. I ain't know she ain't had nothing for us today. You know, she be jumping up in there. She ain't give us nothing this time.
Yo, I want to say, bro, that was dope, man.
Thanks,
he
bro.
definitely
Thanks.
was going off the top too. Like,
Yeah.
it was,
He said, I don't really freestyle, but put his hands in his pocket and get your hands out my pocket.
Shit was organic, B. Shit was most definitely organic.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we end the show, because that was dope, so anybody, you know, we all pretty much said what we thought, which was, that was definitely dope. We could tell it was off the top, so we appreciate that. Go ahead and let everybody know where they could find you on social media, your videos, your songs, and everything like that, so we can close it out.
Alright, you can find me on YouTube, everything SOE Mousy on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, Spinrilla, My Mixtape, Spotify, iTunes, the streets. You feel me? In my kids' school.
I know that's
outside, right. Just SOE Mousy. Anything you look up, Google, just SOE Mousy. They gun dummies, FNMFG, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Word. So, we got a squad in the building. I'm glad they got their footage or whatever, so y'all gonna definitely need to repost that. Make sure you hashtag and at Chakelet360 the basement. You feel me? So that way, you know, people can know, because a lot of times when they see that we let certain types of artists come on, then they be like, oh, I'm next. I want to get up in the booth. You know what I'm saying? So spread the word. That's what we like to do. So we gonna go around the table, give everybody on the panel an opportunity to let us know what they got going on, and we gonna start with who?
Hey y'all, what up? So tonight I got a comedy show tonight at Sully's Comedy Cellar, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
$10, $15 at the door. Is gonna be dope, and it's gonna be dedicated to my man Big Speezy. My man Big Speezy just passed away recently, and we're gonna dedicate this entire show to him. We got shirts made and everything, but we definitely gonna bring that funny. It's gonna be dope, so come check me out. I'm right, twerk a little bit or something.
Girl. Alright, so you know, basically that's it. You know, this Chakelet360 the basement, we can sign out with LDJ.
What up, what up? This DJ Lex. You can follow me at DJ_LEX_. Tune in every Saturday from 12 to 3.
And all the artists that are listening, or people that'll eventually hear this podcast, and if there is some dope music that you want to have bless the airwaves, then you gotta pass through my man DJ Lex. So if you want to get those songs over to us, then you can send them at
it's on my page.
Yeah, check his page out on IG, and you'll see his email, which is djlex1hotish@gmail.com.
Yes,
So that's the place where you will want to send your song. So don't be bothering my man, just DMing them. Just send them emails, and we'll, you know, test them out. We like them, we'll pull them, we'll reach out to you, get you on the show. As you all know, we got my intern Shatia.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shatia.
Tell
Got
them
something
you can
coming
find
for
you.
y'all. Y'all can find me on Instagram at I am Shatia. You can find me on Twitter at I am Shatia, and you can like my page on Facebook, Shatia Turner Official. I got a website coming for y'all real soon. Look for it, payperview.com. That's all I'm going to be on. I'm going to be a little bit more information next week, but for right now, look forward to it, payperview.com.
Alright.
Word. And then we got our cameraman who
Man, it's your boy Who's Mizzou Baltimore. I need all my dummies to follow me.
Oh my God!
Houzmazoo, HOUZMAZOO. Everybody now spell network. Fuck with me.
With 360 dunking on you.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
So,
hey, Chop, he been hanging in Baltimore too long. He picked up a new word.
I know, right?
I know, and
That's a West Side word, first and
I
foremost.
jive like them hip,
Let's
right?
clear that up.
I'm jive like hip
Dummies from
though.
over west. That's from my hood. Dummies,
That's
just in case you
definitely-
can stop this back and forth now. That's
No,
from
no,
my
we
hood.
just
Dummies.
we just teasing him.
No, he
because
from DC though.
No, I'm saying for the city, because I know
Oh,
y'all
okay.
listening. We
Yeah,
just
he-
had this debate the other day. Dummy is from around. That's
It's
mine.
West Side.
That's
That's
West
West
Side.
Side.
Did you copyright that?
Yeah, we been
No, you ain't
copyrighted.
copyright.
Thank y'all.
All right, but like I said, once again, every Saturday, 12 to 3.
Yep, you can catch Chakelet 360 The Basement if you want to follow us on IG if you aren't already, or any social media platform, then that is Chakelet 360, and that's CHAKELET_360, and that's across the board on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everything. So we Chakelet 360 across the board. Like I said, if you are interested in coming on the show and you heard this broadcast, then you can definitely reach out to me or the show via email or in DM. And basically, that's that. So you know how we always do. We always end the show with bars. They was lit. And join us next week. We're going to have an even more lit show. We try to keep it lit every week. So Chakelet 360 The Basement. We out, y'all. You dig? Have a nice weekend. We'll holler at y'all next week. Yeah.